What's up everybody? Chad Bailey, owner here at SkyRaptor Drones. I'm just kind of hanging out at Windsor Castle Park out here in the beautiful Smithfield, Virginia. Just flying the Avata 2 around. Not really for anything specific, but just I guess practice. And there's a bunch of open space and some cool tight areas. So figured I'd try to check out the maneuvers and things like that. So I figured I would film this and bring you along with the journey. Let's go. And now we are filming. So one thing I've noticed about the Avata 2, like I'm not touching the controller at all, and a couple times I've flown it. Do you see how it's kind of moving around? So I don't know if any of y'all had the same problem or what it could be, so leave me a comment below to let me know. But yeah, it's hard to keep everything straight. It is kind of windy today. It's gusting at 13 miles per hour, I think is what the UAV forecast app said. So it's not a lot of wind, but it still has a hard time balancing sometimes. But let's just take her for a rip and see what she does. All right, so we're just gonna take a lap around this field. We're gonna go down a little lower because that makes it look cool. What I like to do is I go lower. I like to kind of, well, that was a little too aggressive. I like to tilt the gimbal up as you go lower. It just makes a really dramatic effect like this when you get closer. So it's pretty cool. So we're just gonna take a couple circles on this thing, see what she does, make sure our bearings are straight. There we are. So there is a pretty cool location. It's escaping me what this thing is called. I've been to so many events here and weddings here, but it's a beautiful area out here right outside of Windsor Castle Park. But we're gonna try to do some cool stuff. So everything seems to be working properly. I've got good signal. So what I wanna do is try to follow this road right here and kind of get as close as we can to it. So we're gonna kind of get situated and let's try to do this. So my idea is to kind of dive bomb toward this thing safely, which is not something you hear often when people are flying FPV. And as we kind of get closer to the road, we'll tilt the gimbal up, let go of the drop stick, turn this corner. Oh, there's some people. I had no idea. Oh, they noticed me. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Oh, they're gonna be like, what the hell is this guy doing? Flying a drone, bro. Super fun, you should get one. All right, so we're now turning this corner. Let's go back up a little bit. All right, so made a nice successful lap. Was not expecting to see people over there. So, you know, if we go to run this again, we're gonna give it a couple minutes just to make sure those people are clear. So let's kind of do a little ride around of this field, kind of come down a little bit. I like to let go of the stick. That wasn't as smooth as I like, but that's why we're out here practicing, right? So pretty cool, pretty smooth. It moves pretty quick, so we're going up now. I'm gonna turn this thing back around. Make sure we clear these power lines right here. And I don't know where those people, I can still see those people on that on the trail. So we're just gonna keep dropping. Oh, it's always a journey. So we're gonna do like a little drive here. Practice these like swooping type shots. Didn't quite get that the way I wanted that either, but that's okay. I want to kind of keep the gimbal at this level when I do that and make a simultaneous move. Just makes for a really cool shot. So now we're going to turn in this open field and let's try to see if we can do this again. So we're going to kind of go straight down. I already had the gimbal kind of set, so not as dramatic, but there we go. So that's kind of closer to what I was looking for. Getting really close to the ground. I need to change it to the non-metric system here. We're measuring in meters. So I need to get everything switched up, but that's okay. So we're gonna kind of dive bomb here again, pull that gimbal up. Yeah, we're not hitting that shot. So I know exactly what's wrong. I got the gimbal too level. So actually now I'm kind of getting more stability out of this. Unlike what I was talking about, let's kind of stop for a second and see what it does. So not touching the sticks at all. And if you can see in the footage, she's kind of got a little wobble to her. You know, maybe that's just kind of a characteristic of this drone. But now let's kind of fly her down, and I'm gonna kind of get the gimbal down a little bit. And this will give that more dramatic effect I'm looking for. So it's kind of aim for this back corner here, and what we're gonna do is we are going to push forward, drop this puppy down, and as we are getting closer to the ground, we're gonna slowly move the gimbal up. Didn't get exactly what I wanted there either. That's okay. So, riding kind of low to the ground. If you want to see maneuverability, I'm just going to kind of shift directly to the right. I mean, this thing will flip fast. Just kind of do a rise up like this. Now let's try this again. Dropping down, kind of fast, swooping up that gimbal. That was pretty close. That's pretty much what we're looking for. I just would have wanted to get a little bit closer to the ground there for more dramatic effect. That's okay. Let's go up, pull gimbal down. That looks really cool. Now let's go down and let's get a little closer. We start pulling that gimbal up a little bit. There we go. There's the money shot. That's what we were looking for. Let's kind of go up and around. So overall, I mean, this thing reacts really well. I have the remote controller 3, I think is what they call it. And it's pretty reactive. I don't have it in manual mode. I'm not quite there where I'm ready to do manual mode per se, so I'm just in normal mode right now. Just kind of having some fun really is what the whole point of this is. Not really going for anything specific per se. I am gonna fly back up and see if I see these folks on this trail, because I don't want to turn the corner and jack these folks up. So it's just gonna do like a shot that you would do with a conventional kind of videography aerial drone, you know, like a Mavic series or a Mini Pro. And you can see it's not very stable in this type of environment. So it's really not designed to kind of do, you know, cinematic shots per se. If you're trying to do something for a client, for real estate, definitely has applications doing fly-throughs and around the property. But when it comes to trying to get just high-level cinematic shots, you know, you're gonna get more stability and more performance out of a different type of drone. So, like I said, it's not designed for that though, so I didn't expect that. So nonetheless, it looks like that trail is clear. So I think to kind of close this video out, what I will do is I will go back to this trail and we're gonna try to run this thing one more time. So if you haven't had one of these, like there's so many different types of FPVs out there, but you know, this is a great starter drone for getting an FPV. It's just really simple to fly. And it's a lot of fun. It's got great responsiveness from the controller. And so we're gonna try to run this trail again. Here we go. We're gonna go forward, push down a little faster, start rising that gimbal up a little bit. And there's the people on the trail. They're just on a different part of the trail. So I'm gonna kind of go high here because I just don't know what to expect when I turn that corner. So let's be safe just in case there's a vehicle or a person. So now that I don't see anybody, I'll go a little lower. Bring that gimbal up. There we go. That's a beautiful shot. That's nice. Okay, that was cool. It's kind of surreal seeing it through the goggles, honestly. All right, we made another lap. Seeing these light poles here. So yeah, I mean, we pretty much kind of seen what this thing will do. Let's do one more like dive shot here and maybe we'll get her landed safely. Kind of coming down, faster pace, bring that gimbal up. Pretty cool. Do a slow rise. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, you're getting some really cool shots out of this. Definitely the next time I take it out, I'll go find somewhere that, you know, more tight quarters, maybe like an old abandoned building or something like that. Like that's where I see a lot of people doing some practice because, you know, low risk of hurting somebody and, you know, you can really kind of practice and, you know, turn in some tight corners and things like that. So I'm really feeling frisky here. I kind of lied. I said I was gonna like be done here, but I think I'm gonna go one more shot on this trail. Oh yeah, there's people there. Okay, so we're gonna do it. We could beat that person at the pass. So we're gonna come down and see what they think about this. I don't know if we'll actually catch them on camera seeing the reaction, but bring that gimbal up. Awesome, let's turn this corner. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very reactive. I like that because, you know, especially when you're moving here, I'm not in sports mode, which would be much, much faster. But you know, being in normal mode, this is great. I mean, it's really doing everything I'm asking it to do. I mean, it kind of feels really natural, to be completely honest with you. So nonetheless, let's come over this kind of field area one more time. I'm just having too much fun, so I'm gonna drop in. This is kind of the shot I'm practicing, so hopefully y'all enjoy it. So I'm gonna kind of get a little bit lower, pull that gimbal up. That's what I'm talking about. Got really close to the ground there, 0.3 meters. Oh, that's awesome, dude. All right, cool. So we're gonna bring her back around and we are going to land this puppy. Got a good 10-minute flight in here. I was doing some more stuff without filming, but it's about time to wrap this up and start heading back to the house. It's been a busy, awesome day of flying drones, so. All right, I can see myself. It's so crazy that it's facing me and I'm looking the complete opposite direction. What am I gonna do, like this? Ah, now I can do it. All right. Freaking cool, dude. That was so awesome. All right, so I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with me today. Just want to do a quick test run of the Avata 2 and just kind of get more used to it and playing around, because I have some clients that may want to use FPV stuff, so it's really good for me to get out here and test capabilities and things like that. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button below. I appreciate your time. It's always fun spending time with you. So I hope everybody stays safe out there and have a great day. Let's do this. Woo!